I'm Grace Harris and I'm joined by
Chathli.
And we got on an official sightseeing London Red double-decker bus. I want to get up the top though. We've got to get up the top because that's the way you see all the landmarks. Have you just got music only?
It's one of the levels in the video.
I actually don't even think they work.
No.
We've won the close ones, now we just got to win one more on the weekend.
Just one more, yeah.
Just one more. And then it's good that it's at the Oval though too. How good's a home final?
Yeah, for sure.
The run chase got difficult. Who did you want to walk in? Grace Harris. If the opposition looked like they were scoring some runs, who did you give the ball to? Grace Harris. And when she had her shades on, her cap on, and was bowling teams out, there was kind of no safer sight in cricket.
The game that stands out, well actually, on a personal note, the one where Bri got me to bowl that last, the draw against Essex?
Yeah.
It was against Essex
Yeah.
at Oval. Like then when Bri was like, oh Grace, you're bowling the last, and I thought, oh, okay, 8 to defend. May as well have a good crack.
Yeah, that's
but we got away with the draw and I was like, that was actually, it was theirs to win.
Just kind of shows you like how hard it is to actually win against us. Like I think we're a real hard team to sort of beat.
The Essex game kind of further proved just how unbeatable Surrey were, really. They only lost one game across the whole group stage, across the whole competition. And then defending on so few runs off that final over, Grace Harris, ball in hand, and then to contribute 3 wickets, and for Phoebe Franklin to get that run out of the final ball of the match, kind of further proved kind of Surrey's team spirit and the kind of invincible nature that they carried throughout the competition.
Have you got a favourite round?
To be honest, like I'm really boring. I would say the Oval, or even.
It's nice. It is nice.
I think it's been built over quite a few years. Obviously we're at Surrey now, but obviously at the Stars before, I think we like to play a very exciting, attacking brand of cricket. I think that's thrown a lot around in cricket now, but I think, you know, especially you and obviously the leadership and Brian, how we want to go about it is, you know, especially with the bat, we want to be really attacking, put those bowlers under pressure, and then obviously as one of the leaders of the bowling group, you know, we want to be really disciplined, but also always looking for wickets, and then we want to be really dynamic in the field. And I think what we do so well is actually we're quite disciplined and determined off the pitch, which allows us to sort of express ourselves more on the pitch. So I think there's 2 sort of nice contrasting ways there. Actually almost being very well prepped, diligent, disciplined in our training, so that we can kind of just go out there and just express ourselves, I guess.
Oh, that's interesting you say that, because obviously from our side, high intent, high energy stuff we always speak about, but I think it's the preparation that allows us to do that. So, I mean, obviously as a player you're feeling that. I do think the players, the playing group we got is a really determined and hard-working group, and there's a lot of care there, but I think it allows us to then, like you say, play with that freedom.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you look around our team, we're sort of very athletic. There's a lot of quite outgoing people, obviously likes of ADR, but then also people that come in, like momentous has obviously come in this year. But yeah, I agree. I think the hard yards sort of in the winter that people don't see necessarily is actually that gets us to the point where, you know, we can sort of post those 200 scores in T20 games, and we've got Macca sort of taking poles in the power play and stuff like that. So I think it's actually the hard yards in the winter and also the prep we do. I know you're obviously really big on, you know, scouting other teams, and almost when you're in the season actually making sure you take care of those little things, which I don't want to big you up too much, but you are really good at not putting it in our faces as such, but actually just little reminders of doing the little things, making sure our training takes care of itself, but also the prep and making sure we're sort of communicating as a side. So yeah, I agree. I think it's the hard yards sort of that you don't see that's necessarily on the pitch as well.
Ah. What do you mean?
Yeah, go on.
The Queen has been guarded.
Or the king. Well done.
The Queen's being guarded by these bad boys. I've joined the Surrey family now, so now I have to think like a Surreyite or a Ray. What are we? Up the Rays?
Up the Ray.
The Tower Bridge. Now that's a good one. I got to see it
Wait.
open actually.
So this is London.
We're at the.
For the monument.
We're here.
So London Bridge.
And the London Bridge.
So we're going over
Yeah.
London
You're
Bridge.
leaving us.
Yeah. I've inherited the dislike and the satisfaction of beating teams that we are very competitive against. So yes, I'm in.
Who's your top one? Like if you could beat anyone, any
Uh,
of the teams.
well, it's always nice to meet your sister.
Yeah.
So like,
I thought you
Birmingham's not bad to
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
The Bears. Warm up until the bod feels good, obviously. Get something good to eat because you need it to think about how you're scoring runs. And then just have a ton of fun, really. Game day, best day of the week.
I think the adaptability comes from good communication. So from my side, I like to speak to the players. I like to tell them what they could be faced with, which allows them to prepare. And if you're preparing in different situations, that in my mind allows the players then to be more comfortable in different situations. You know, Tash here sitting in front of me, she's opened the batting in 50 over cricket. You've batted low and down in T20
Batted 10
cricket.
the other day.
Yeah, batted low and
From 1 to 10.
But and those are specific roles.
Yeah, and I think almost more from a player's side of it is actually backing each other and knowing each other's strengths. We know that whatever we're doing in that situation, the flexibility of it is because that, you know, you feel and we feel that that's the best option at that specific moment, I guess.
And it's also the we not me, which you guys came up with. That's not any of the coaches or the staff came up with. I think you've mentioned it there. That is a really important part of this. It's knowing that we're together playing a team sport and we're trying to think what is best for the team all the time, which allows us that backing because you can just go, okay, this is what we think is best for the team and let's go with it.
Yeah, I also think in women's cricket, you know, we haven't had the luxury of big squads. So actually we spoke a lot about it in the winter, about it being a squad effort. And, you know, people, you know, really good players are going to miss out at times in the summer. And it's actually taking that a bit from the men. Obviously, they've got a really brilliant squad full of internationals. So actually, we addressed it in the winter. Actually, you know, we are going to have a lot of people playing for England and England A. Obviously, people are playing, loads of our players at the moment are with the A team. So it's actually, I think it was good that we addressed that coming into this season and knowing that we have got a big squad, but every single person is going to be a valued member and everyone's going to play a part in us trying to, you know, win some trophies this year.
Whatever situation Surrey presents with, they could have an answer for. And that really proved itself over the course of the competition where whatever the situation, whatever the requirements, the captain would always be able to turn to the player who had that skill set at hand. Yeah, Danny White-Hodge, well, she's a class apart really. So she provided an international quality to a domestic competition. I think she only played 9 matches across the whole tournament, but she made a half century in 5 of them. And when she was batting, it was really the difference between kind of whatever an opposition could throw at Surrey. She was able just to put it back on them, and she was so powerful. She scored at such a fast rate.
The
But
red
here-
brick building on your left
wait,
was once
here.
St. Olave's Grammar School.
Oh.
This is where John Harvard was educated, the chief benefactor of Harvard University in the USA. More recently, a local boy from Bermondsey was also a pupil here. His name was Maurice Micklewhite, but when he left school, he decided to become an actor and changed his name to Michael Caine.
Hey.
There you go.
Well, definitely wouldn't want to keep saying Maurice Micklewhite.
No, that.
I guess you may as well change it to Michael Caine. Have you been to Madame Tussauds? Is it Pret-a-Manga? 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 We got a boring flag, like a county flag. What is
Yeah.
it? Just yellow and blue squares.
Well, that's probably why we made a different flag for Surrey.
the three feathers.
The three
haven't gone with the colour
Up the ray. No, I want a big like. Well, no, like they've got swords on theirs, and other old mate over here has a big bear, like a big, well, like panther-looking thing at ya. The blue and yellow one, and we get what? Blue and yellow checks. Ugh.
Checks.
That's boring as.
So
Regions might be the
regions.
other side, right? Is it?
Moving into the finals day and how good we've been in the T20 competition, I think we deserve that target on our back. And I think I'm actually really proud of that. I think that's a really good thing.
Tail, honey. Get up, it's a lucky one. Tell me what you're going to do and why.
We're going to move on.
And it's the hosts, Surrey, taking on the Bears. Oh, what a comeback! What a comeback! That's the shape we know from Alexa Stonehouse. She's bagged them on finals day. Little send-off by Alice Capsey. And her second success.
Come back for two here. Have to be quick. I think that's out.
Oh, there was movement with the foot. There was movement. Just nipped back through the gate. Away out into the deep and catch taken. Capsey off the mark.
Absolutely walloped.
If we can do this, it will start a kind of get us on a roll, I think, and make us believe that we can actually cross that finish line as well. And I think just the fact that it's been such a team effort, we've used 20 players in the competition, and it will mean a lot to everyone. Yeah.
Superb.
Well, that is one of the bigger shots that we've seen.
That's 50 for Grace Harris. And an excellent one it's been. Just the 25 deliveries as well. Strike rate of 200.
It'll be good to win. I think it'll be satisfying.
I'll get a good night out after.
Well, flicked away, and that should be the moment where Surrey win the match and they become the first ever winners of the Vitality Blast Women's Finals Day.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Just actually.
Thank you very much.
Can we just have a little post shot? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Put him in glass. Oh, do I get the little dog? Oh, this might be sprayed around the... Do you want to hold on? No, yes, you just... Cheese.
Thank you so much. Grace, congratulations. Another one up on Princess. How's that feel?
Yeah, pretty good. I think a lot of the team chipped in and it was a pretty close game in the end, but it was very well played by the Bears. And congratulations to them for making finals, but I'm so happy that we won.
Love it. Come on, Caitlin. One for mine.